All right, you guys, so this is the activity on page 143 to 147 in your learning books, your home learning books. So I'm going to show you how to play this, and you can play this with a family member, sibling, parent, whoever, or maybe you could like Zoom each other or whatever and play against maybe another classmate. So this is called How Many Solutions Go Fish. So your directions are this. You have these pages on page 145 and 147, and you're going to cut all of those out. And then you're going to put all the cards in the middle face down. Each person draws 4 cards to start. Your goal is to match an equation card with another that tells how many solutions it has, right? So for example, they're saying this card A only has 1 solution. You're going to take turns asking each other for cards you need to make matches. For example, you might say, do you have a card with the words 1 solution? Or do you have an equation that has 1 solution? If the person you ask has the card you ask for, they must give it to you. If they do not have the card you asked for, they will tell you to go fish. If you have to go fish, you draw a new card out of the pile, and you go back and forth with that. The game ends when all matches are made. The person with the most matches wins. So this is important. I would solve the equations on the equation cards before you begin. So I'll let you do that. I will do it right after this. But again, I would try it by yourself first, and then you can play the game. So here are the equation cards. So a way we can quickly figure out whether these have 1 solution, no solution, or infinite solutions is just by distributing, getting rid of those grouping symbols. So for card A, if I distribute that 7, it's 7x minus 35 equals x plus 13. So right away, I see that this is 1 solution, so I'm actually just going to put 1 up here. Because if you have variables on both sides and they're not the exact same variable, it's automatically 1 solution. So 7x and x are not the same, 1 solution. So let's go over to B. Distribute this -5, you get -6x equals a -5x, or -5 minus 1 is, or times a -1 is +5, and then minus x. Now, I have to combine before I decide how many solutions I have. So this is -6x, -5x minus x is a -6x plus 5. So now you see that on each side, the variable terms are actually the same. So that means it's going to be a no solution or an infinite solution. If it's an infinite solution, the constants are also the same. But see how this side doesn't have a constant and this one has 5? They're not the same, so that means it's a no solution. If I look at letter C, I distribute on each side. This would be a -4x plus 8 equals -2x, and then you would be plus, because a negative times a negative, and this would be 34 over 2, which is going to just be 17. Look at the variable terms. They are not the same, so that automatically means 1 solution. So you're always looking at those variable terms. If I look at this side, distribute. This side I can actually combine right here, the 3 and the 5, those constants. So this is a -4x plus 8 equals 16, 2 times 8 is 16, minus 4x. Look at the variable terms. They're the same, so that means it's a no or an infinite solution. Look at the constants, they are different, so that means it's a no solution. Right here, no grouping terms, so I can go right away. The variable terms are the same, and so are the constants, so that means it's a infinite solutions. Here, variable terms are the same for F. Constants are different, so that automatically means no solution. All right, so it's really quick. If they don't ask us to get the solution, we can just figure out how many solutions there's going to be with the variables on each side. Go to G. We have different variable terms on each side, so that automatically means if you have different, you're going to have 1 solution. For H, distribute the 7. So it'd be 7x minus 28 equals 4x plus 5. different variable terms on each side. So again, one solution. Right here, look at the different variable terms. So since I didn't have to distribute at all, I can just look right away. And since you have different variable terms on each side, it is a one solution. So it'll get us x equals some number, right? That's what that one solution is meaning. And then finally, this one we have to do a little work too. So we have 6x, 3 times 2x is 6x, plus 3 times 1 is 3, minus 4x equals 2x plus 3. So to do a little work on the left side, combine these like terms, so we only have one variable over here. 6x minus 4x gets you 2x, so it'd be 2x plus 3 equals 2x plus 3. Well, look at that, you have the same variable terms and the same constants, so we have infinite solutions. All right, so you have all the answers there now, and you will then be able to then cut all of these out. You would also cut these all out, and then you would play Go Fish to see who can come up with the most matches. All right, have fun.